Alright everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to try our luck to see if we can get a little bit of a win here out of the Power of Thor Mega Ways. We're going to start off with doing some free spins, doing some spins. They're definitely not free, to see if we can get into a good sized bonus here. And of course we're doing so using our free gold coins. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a little bit of help from Thor here, and we can rebuild a huge balance before we leave. If you're not familiar with how the game plays, you see the T and the H up there. What you need to do is spell Thor to get into the bonus game. You can get more than just Thor. You can get additional symbols as well, which gives you extra spins if I'm not mistaken. It has been a while since we've been here, so I'm sort of relearning as we go as well, so don't feel too bad if you don't remember, because I sure as heck don't. But I do remember you have to spell Thor to get into the games. We will go from there. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're all having a fantastic day and you're all staying nice and warm. It is getting a little bit nicer out, which is unfortunate because that means it's raining more than snowing, and I enjoyed nothing more than hydroplaning. But that's just me trying to be in a rush because I'm running late trying to do a million things at once. Unfortunately, I have to start my week very early on Monday, which, good news for you, it is way past Monday and I am probably doing okay now, but it is an unfortunate early start to the week, so I'm trying to get all this done early so that I don't have to try and do this during the middle of the week when I'm already exhausted from trying to do my job. In the meantime though, 5,000 coins is going to be our first bonus buy here. Let's go ahead and spell Thor. And if you are first time here, or if you've been here before and you're not yet subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. It really does help the channel out here. We're going to go ahead and see if we can gamble our way up to 14 spins here. Now, as I recall, this is a lot like Extra Juicy Mega Ways, so you can get up to 18 or go back down to 10. Hopefully we can get up to 18. Does it look like it? Oh no, it just loses. Okay, so let's try that again, now knowing that we just flat out lose our spins, if that's the case. Let's go ahead and try for 14 again. Okay, that's going to give us 14 spins. And let's take those 14 and see if we can build a little bit of a balance so that we can afford to gamble some more. I didn't realize that this one was a lot like Muertos, where if you miss it, and that's it. Which is yesterday's game. It went relatively well, so now we're just seeing if we can get a little bit of help from Thor here to be able to continue with our winning ways. Once again, if you make a connection, it does up the multiplier here. And there is Thor's hammer up top, dropping down with as many wilds, and unfortunately is a waste of the hammer because we do not make any connections with it. We get a queen maybe up front. Probably the only symbol that really would have helped us out there. We do get a wild, which is nice. Unfortunately, in this game, the wild doesn't multiply the multipliers, but Jack up front, King up front, 10 up the middle column there. Also Jack up front. Really, there's a lot of things that would help us out. There's a lot of connections. We're up to an 8x multiplier. It was doing a lot of work with the tumbles there. Good for 1650 on that one spin alone. Now would be a decent enough time for that hammer to come back. Give us Thor's hammer a second time. Unlikely that we're going to see it twice, but we saw the first one so early that there is at least an opportunity for us to get it a second time. Jack up front, queen here in the third one. Either one would be good. Didn't get either one, however. We get our last couple of spins coming up here. Again, we're looking for that hammer to show back up front, preferably in two of the first three spots here. However, final spin is a dead spin. 2772 is about half of what we started with, so let's try one more time. And there is a THOR up on the screen there. Once again, we're going to try for our 14 spins. There we go. We get our 14 spins. Do we try for 18? We'll try for 18. I don't like that big area there where we could definitely lose, but we got 18. You know what? Let's just try it. All right, we're gonna get our 22 spins. We get max spins here on Power of Thor. Let's see what we can do with a full 22 spins. And again, if we're gonna get the hammer, get it early so we can get it a second time, because it can come back around. I would just hate to waste it either time. Well, at least here it is now. And once again, it's gonna get wasted. So, not the end of the world. We have 19 more spins, so there is again, the very real possibility we'll see it a second time. So let's up the multiplier in the meantime so we can get a decent hit on it when it comes back around. 3x on the board. Those kings are going to make it a 4. Can we get a queens or nines or aces, or and any of the basic symbols are good. Right now we're just looking for tumbles and connections. Not worried about premium symbols till we get down to about 10 spins left. Or Thor's hammer makes a second appearance. Those are the only 2 times I'm worried about it. Right now we're just building multipliers. We're up to an 8x so far, we're doing good. I mean, it's not that we're not doing well on the basic, symbols as well. They do add up, especially if you can get a whole bunch of them. All right, we're finally up to a 10x multiplier. We're down to about 11 spins, so now we're going to start worrying about premiums. That jack in the front would definitely be handy, though. Would clear out a lot of space. There we go, clearing out a significant portion of the board there with those 9s. Nothing doing on this one. We do have a 12x on the board, though, so if that hammer comes back around and drops back in, it's going to be a good time if we can make connections with it. We are at least in a profit buy, however. We're at 53.05 on the 5,000 coins we spent on this one. But we'd really love to just knock it out of the park instead of just getting a minimal amount of profit. That 14x is definitely going to help. Last 5 spins for Thor's hammer to come back around and do some damage. Please don't dead spin out the last 5 spins. That would be very, very mean of you. Well, you didn't do that, but it wasn't much. We did get up to a 15x, however. We got 7,000 coins on 5,000, which was definitely nice. Let's move up to a 6,000 coin bonus buy here. Once again, we're going to quick spin Thor in here. You know what? Let's just take the 10 free spins. I don't like the way that the greens on that one were laid out. There's too many gaps in there for the pointer to fall into and take all of the coins from us. Probably not going to do much in the way of much of a win here, but better than losing everything guaranteed. All right, I mean, that's going to give us at least a 5x here, unless we can land the jack up front. No, the 9 slides over, so that gives us the guaranteed hit anyway. So it does give us a 6x. Built up pretty quickly to a 7x here. Now would be a good time to drop in some of those premium symbols and make some nice, good connections here. I mean, I will take whatever it gives me, of course. I'm more than happy with any connections rather than no connections at all. Just would love to see the premium symbols come through with a nice big, 4 or 5 column, hit maybe all the way across the board, although that might be a bit much to ask for. We're down to our last couple of spins here. Definitely turning out better than I thought it would. There's half of Thor's hammer. That's a real shame that we missed that one by one column. And this is the final spin here, 12x. We do get Thor to show up. That was nice of him to make an appearance there with the top symbol hit, 1674 on 6,000. Let's see if we can get a better layout on the green on the gamble here. It's not really much better, but enough of them are grouped together. 14 spins. 14 spins feels good at the moment.
Power of Thor!
We'll see how right or wrong I was about how good 14 spins feels. Right now it doesn't feel so good. Let's get some tumbles in here. Feel a little bit better. All of those premiums on the screen and just couldn't get one of them to connect. Such is the story of our lives here on these games, isn't it? Once again, half of Thor's hammer doesn't help. Not even a wild. It's just a dead space up on the top there. There we go, that's pretty good mega waves. That's 3,000 mega waves. No surprise we got at least a good hit on that one. Aces all the way across, didn't even see it was all the way. There we go, there's a couple of decent premium symbols. Not a lot of them, but nice to see them at least coming into play. We get nines down the bottom there. Can we get a queen in that first column or a jack in the second? There we go, queen in the first works. Two spins left to go here with our 8x multiplier. There we go, there's Thor's hammer up front, and it's going to connect with top symbol on Thor, as well as another premium up there. That's good for... That's definitely going to put us into a profit buy. If you look down here, we're at 15,948. That one spin alone was good for 13,000 plus. Final spin. Final spin is a dead spin. There you can see that is the damage that Thor's hammer can do. So we're going to do one more bonus buy here. We're going to do it again on the 6,000 coin bonus level here because of the gamble aspect at the end of it. I don't want to just start throwing too many coins away. We won't gamble though. We'll give it one more shot if we don't get this one. And we'll try for 18. That's a guarantee on the 18. And we'll go for the full 22 because... I don't know. I'm feeling silly. There we go. 22 full spins. This is definitely going to be our last bonus buy. We get maximum spins. The video has been a little bit longer than normal, but hopefully this one ends up also on a very good high note here. We do get a nice symbol hit to begin with here, so that is a good sign, I hope. Now, once again, we're just looking for connections. Lots of nines, lots of queens. I mean, nice that we're clearing out a lot of the board there. It doesn't mean much with the 3x multiplier, but it will in about 15 spins when we're up to a much higher multiplier, I hope. Right now, again, it doesn't matter what we hit. It doesn't matter if it's 3 or if it's all the way across the board. As long as it's a connection, it ups the multiplier, and that's all that counts. Unfortunately, all of the connections count for a single multiplier increase. Otherwise we'd be at a much higher multiplier getting multiple connections on a single spin there. It is unfortunate that's the way it's set up, but it probably is that way so that the payouts are not ridiculously huge. But we're up to a 7x now with 12 spins left to go. Once again, good opportunity for Thor's hammer to sneak in here in that first two or second and third column, but it unfortunately ends up down the end there, and I don't think there's any connections on that one because there's no queen in the front. We wasted Thor's hammer, which is a real bummer. Maybe we can get it to come back around. We only got 9 spins left. We do at least have a 10x multiplier, so even without Thor's hammer, if we can get some good connections, we can definitely get some wins here. I would just like to see it come through and just really knock this one out of the park to see it come back around a second time here. Now, if you haven't been this far in one of these videos before, thank you very much for hanging around and seeing how this one ends up. I do appreciate you spending your time with me here, and of course, if there's something you'd like to see me play, leave it in the comments down below. Or if you have any feedback, or, you know, just want to say hi, let me know how you're doing. And, always interested in what's going on in everybody else's lives, as much as I think you may be of mine. There we go, there's a decent amount of queens. Can we get a 10 up front? Just give us the extra multiplier. Nope, last 2 spins. Keep your fingers crossed for Thor's hammer. Final spin. No Thor's hammer on the final spin. No connection at all. Final spin's a dead spin. Almost got back to even. Still had a good time over here on Thor's hammer. I hope you did too. Join us for the next time we come to see Power of Thor. Won't be the next video, but it'll be sometime soon. But I will see you in whatever the next video happens to be. Thank you for joining me. Have a great day.